What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be getting into my Southland Conference Tournament predictions video. So let's get right into this here. And this is going to be my 15th conference tournament predictions video. So out of 32. So stay tuned for the next ones. We've done a lot here. Conference tournaments have just been starting up recently. But yeah, let's get into this here. And that's going to start out with the standings. The number one seed is McNeese State. They've had an unbelievable year, going 17-1 in conference play, 28-3 overall. If they do end up winning this conference, they're going to be a scary team for. They'll most likely be a 12 seed. They'll be a scary team for 5 seeds if they make it out. But then we get to the 2 seed, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. They finished 14-4 in conference play. The winner of this conference last season. Unfortunately, they didn't get the 1 seed. I mean, they've had another great year, but they got to go through McNeese State. McNeese State's a very good team if they meet, but that's going to be tough, obviously. But then number 3 seed, we do have Nichols finishing 13-5 in conference play. 4 seed is Lamar finishing 12-6 in conference play. We have 5 seeded Southeast Louisiana finishing 10-8 in conference play actually. Then 6 seed Northwestern State finishing 7-11 in conference play. Then we got 7 seed Texas A&M Corpus Commerce, I believe, finishing 6-12 in conference play, and then finally 8 seeded New Orleans finishing 4-14. They beat it out over Houston Baptist, who also finished 4-14. And then we have Incarnate Word not making the tournament, as well as Houston Baptist. But anyway, let's get into these predictions here. And that is going to start out with Southeast Louisiana taking on New Orleans. And I do have to go with Southeast Louisiana. But just the better team overall. I think that will show up in that one. So give me Southeast Louisiana to pull off the win. Then the next game, Northwestern State taking on Texas A&M Corpus Commerce. If we look at the matchups between these two, Northwestern State won on the 3rd, and then these two just met. Texas A&M Commerce won in triple overtime over Northwestern State. It's an interesting battle. I am going to go with Northwestern State, though, to get their revenge. I'm going to go with the higher seed here. You know, these two just met. I think that even though Northwestern State's on a 3-game losing skid, they can get the job done and beat Texas A&M Corpus Commerce. But that is the first round. Now we get to the second round. On Monday, we have Lamar taking on Southeast Louisiana. 4 versus a 5 seed matchup. It's an interesting one. I want to take a look. Let's see at their matchups. Lamar beat this Southeast Louisiana in overtime on the 19th by 5. And I believe that was their only matchup. No, they played on the 22nd of January. And Lamar won. So Lamar won both times. I am going to go with a slight upset pick here, though. I'm going to go with Southeast Louisiana to win this one. I know Lamar is a hot team right now. They're a good team. I'm debating here. I do think I'm going to keep it at this, though. Yeah, let's keep it. You know, Lamar, Southeast Louisiana, I don't think that Lamar is going to be able to beat that team 3 times. I like Southeast Louisiana as a team, especially coming off an easy matchup versus New Orleans to get. I know the bye sometimes is over-exaggerated. I think if you could get an easy game, I think that Southeast Louisiana will probably win pretty good. I think that's a pretty much of a motivator and a good start to a tournament. We see that in the NCAA tournament all the time. So I do like Southeast Louisiana in the slight upset. All right, but then we have Nicholls taking on Northwestern State. I do have to go with Nicholls here. I don't think Northwestern State would be able to beat a very solid 3 seed. So for a spot in the championship game, we got McNeese State taking on Southeast Louisiana. McNeese beat this team. Yeah, they dominated this team. Or no, Southeast Louisiana was the one loss that McNeese State has taken this season on the 3rd of February. Is that their only matchup? No, they played on the 13th of January, and McNeese won. I don't expect Southeast Louisiana to beat this good of a McNeese State team 3 times, though. You never know, but I am going to go with McNeese State. And then we have Texas A&M Corpus Christi taking on Nicholls. Good matchup between a 3 versus a 6. Texas A&M Corpus Christi beat Nicholls on the 20th by 10. And then Nicholls won on the 12th by 4. So both of whoever was at home got the win. I am going to go with Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I do think that game probably will be close. But I like Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I like that program. They're on a 7-game winning streak right now. It just feels like this conference is going to have McNeese State taking on Texas A&M Corpus Christi in the final. I just feel like that's what's going to happen. But then we look at this final. If we look at the matchups on the 22nd of January, McNeese State only won by a point. I believe that was the game. Yeah, McNeese State had a buzzer beater to win it. So that was huge. That could have almost went to Texas A&M Corpus Christi's way. Then they played on the 10th. McNeese State won again by 7. So both these games have been close. So I do expect it to be a close game, but I got to give my faith in this McNeese State team. There's a reason why they've only lost 1 game in their matchups. I think this team's getting even hotter than ever. They're on their recent matchups that are winning pretty good. I mean, this team's one of the only undefeated teams at home. I really like their odds here. I do like Texas A&M Corpus Christi, but not enough to upset McNeese State. So give me McNeese to win the tournament. All right, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this predictions video. Comment down below your thoughts on the Southland Conference tournament. Anyway, guys, peace out.